Russell, good workout?
Yeah, it was, yeah, against a really good team. So it was, I think, in terms of preparing us for a big game in a couple of weeks, it was great. It's a really good test for us. If you don't have a game like that in 2 weeks, you probably don't play an opposition like this early, when the guys have only been back for 2 weeks and worked extremely hard with lots of information. It's very different to what they've been used to, and actually the international guys only had 5 sessions, I think, since they've been back. So I saw a lot of stuff I liked, and a lot of stuff that we need to improve on, and I learned a lot about certain people, what they can do, but there's stuff that just needs to become a habit for us all the time. And the first half we got caught in between a little bit because we had a setback, and that's really really interesting for us, because the team needs to be proactive and not reactive. So that was good. I learned a lot, and I really liked the second half. The energy, way more aggressive, just not aggressive enough in the first half. But it's so early on, I'll give the guys a benefit of the doubt because they're trying so hard, and I think probably fatigue plays a little part in that with the first half team we put out.
And look at this in Bailey Rice, particularly in the second half. What do you think of using the young lads in terms of the opportunities that they'll get throughout the season?
Yeah, I think Josh Gentles as well. I thought Josh was great when he came on, so really, really good. I like them guys. They're brilliant young men. Zander as well. They've earned the right to stay with us for a bit, I think, because of how well they've trained, how well they've done. I'm really pleased with Finley. He's athletically outstanding and so willing. They've got good character. They're desperate to play here. They have good character. They're good young men with really good habits. That's testament to the academy. And they've come in with real fresh energy and willing to try whatever we're asking them to do. So I think it's one of the reasons we were brought here, is to try and win, but also to develop some players for this club, and develop some players from the academy and give them opportunities, and also players to bring into the club to develop whilst winning, and also earn the club some money. So I don't want to put too much pressure on them guys, but they've been great, and it's how much involvement they have over the season, I don't know. It will depend on what the squad looks like when the transfer window shuts, for sure. But at the minute, they're making a real impact with the group, and that's all you can ask.
Russell, you've obviously ramped up the transfer activity this week.
Mm-hmm.
How many more do you think you'll be able to get in before that Panathinaikos?
I don't know. I expect the team to look different again, the squad to look different in a week's time. But in a couple of weeks, so much can happen in football, so I don't know. So I think we definitely want to do more, for sure. And also, probably some players need to move on as well at some point, because the squad's going to start looking very big and very heavy. So I think, yeah, it's I don't know is the answer, but it will definitely look different in a week's time.
Is Jamie Vardy somebody that you're looking at?
I think, like, I've been asked about so many players, some miles away, some on the money. So basically, it's a long answer. I'm not going to give you an answer on that. But I guess you'll find out who's real and who's not in the next few weeks.
And can I just ask about Hamza and Cyril? Obviously, a lot of speculation about offers for them from abroad. Can you give us an update?
So yeah, Cyril, he's just been injured. He's had a bit of a niggly ankle, so he's here today. We turned down a bid a while ago for him that was nowhere near the valuation of the football club, and he's been great. He's desperate to train. We've had to give him some treatment this week on his ankle since he's been back. But I'm looking forward to working with him. So that's just nowhere near happening, and hopefully he'll get on the training pitch this week. Well, he will, and he'll start enjoying it. And but he's not kicked up one moment of fuss. He seems a really good professional, and from what everyone tells me here, he is. So, and Hamza's just been a bit of red tape. So he was due back this week with the other international players. Was at the airport and didn't quite have the right visa, so I don't think it's anyone's fault. Things have changed since he last got his visa, and so we've had to wait for him to get his new one, which he should have tomorrow, all being well. So hopefully he'll be with us. Well, he will be with us this week at some point.
In terms of interest in him from Leo?
I haven't heard of any, so yeah.
There's not been any bids for him?
I don't know that I know of.
And you're planning having both those guys in your team?
This week at some point, yeah.
You haven't both of them in your team for Panathinaikos?
Mate, that's 2 weeks away, so I can't plan for anything in football.
Russell, some of the players that weren't involved today, Rothwell
Yeah.
and Ascot, maybe just tell us a little bit about bringing them to the club, but also when you expect them to be up to speed.
Yeah, so they trained a really big session this morning before the game. A big session yesterday of John Suter and Lyle Cameron as well. and Sifu, who only came back this week, Cifuentes. So they'll be ready this week. They'll play in the games we have, the next 2 games, one at the training camp and then one back here. So they'll improve us. They'll make us better. Joe, like I said, when he signed, his mentality to get on the ball, his athleticism to get across the pitch, and aggression to do that is fantastic. And he's been used to winning for 2 seasons, so he brings that mentality with him. And Tello is someone who I've admired from afar for a very long time, and always felt like he has so much potential. And I think if you put him into the way we play, the way we do things, I think he can look really outstanding and be an incredible signing for this club. I really believe that. He possesses all the tools he needs. So I spoke to Blooms at Luton, who's one of my good friends, and we played together a long time ago, and he only had good words to say about him. And also, he had a lot of options leaving Luton and was desperate to come here, so I think that's important.
Russell, can I just ask you just about on the kind of midfielders? I was watching, and there was a couple of times in the first half, particularly Nico Raskin and Kieran Dowell, that got into really good shooting positions, and that's something obviously you can see it's worked on, kind of freeing the attacking midfielders. Are you looking forward to the new boys being able to, because you've seen obviously Taylor's goal contribution last year, if we can get him in those positions, is that something that excites you?
Yeah, I think we just want like specialists in each area of the pitch, and to be different in what they do. So like today, Nadim and Dio helped us a lot in the second half, just for running and being really direct, running, resetting, working their position harder than we did in the first half, and they were great, really, really good. But we need goal contributions from that area for sure, and they now need to get used to the guys that have been here already to wait in their turn a little bit. The team, the structure and their position will be king really. So they haven't got to run around like lunatics to get the ball. They have to trust the guys are going to bring them the ball. So when they do get the ball, they have the energy to really go and do their stuff and express themselves. And also receive the ball close to the goal. It's the same as the wingers for the first few days, just so far away from goal. And then the goal we score, Finley Curtis is running to goal and he finishes it beautifully. So that has to become habit all the time. They don't have to do anything spectacularly individual until they get into the opposition box, and they can go and express themselves and be creative. The rest of the time they have to just trust each other and play in their position.
Yeah, I see. I remember you spoke about dark arts, and you said it on Sky about not introducing that early enough. Not a criticism, but the first goal there was maybe an
No, we should have failed twice for the goals.
Right,
for
well,
both goals.
Good,
yeah. No, it's a good
I
observation.
picked that
I was
up
angry at half time, and I don't really get angry about friendlies and stuff, but both goals were really avoidable.
So would you have taken a foul then from Nico, for example, in the first half for the first goal and been quite happy, and is a kind of measure of what you were saying about...
If you have to take the ball, and if you can't, we need to stop their attack in some other way.
Ben Davies and Ciala?
Ben's injured, so he trained for a week and then picked up a small injury, so he's just not fit. And Clinton, we signed Emmanuel. I think Clinton's at a point in his at his age in his career, he needs to play all the time and every week, and he's trained really, really well. But I think it's rather than playing some in the squad, so a bit like last season, he's at a point now where he needs to go and play football. Is the best way to learn. So we've had really good conversation on his conversation. And he's trained really well, and I think it was an area we wanted to strengthen anyway, and we will continue to strengthen. So to let him know the situation really early is probably the best for him to find the best opportunity to play football.
How's John Suter progressing?
He's good. The big man's good. Yeah. He's trained the last few days. By the end of the session, he's looked absolutely exhausted, which is what you want. But he's reacted really well to his operation and what's he had in the training. So he'll be back in properly this week, and he'll play next weekend.
Thanks, guys.